welcome to Christine's Corner. I know you're used to Kids Corner, but the name has changed to Christine's Corner. We're still going to have even more guests than we had before. Like today, we did have this card right here. His name is Rod Norwood, and it's Aim for a Better Tomorrow. Correct? Yes. And you can he's also the founder and CEO. And you can go on his web, aimforabettertomorrow.com, which you'll see on the TV screen below as you're watching. So get your pen and paper ready. All right, so hi, welcome again on the show.
Thank you.
You told me last time that you are a flight attendant.
Yes.
And I keep mistaking you for a pilot. And I'm saying, it's your age, or you're just not used to a male a flight attendant. How is that like for you? I worry about planes.
Christine, it's wonderful. It was one of those great serendipities for me. I was in business management, and I'm one of the guys that got to retired at 49.
49. Wow.
I happened to open a newspaper, and I saw an ad to come out to Bradley Airport to talk about being a flight attendant. And I thought, what the heck? I have nothing to do this afternoon. And I went out, and that was 21 years ago.
Wow, 21 years.
And it just, at that stage of my life, and now it just fits. It's extremely flexible.
Oh, you can go when you want.
Lets me travel different places all over the U.S. and Europe, and still have a lot of time to do things like found a nonprofit.
Right.
So,
I detect an accent today, so you're not from around here.
You know,
you are recently.
I have been in Connecticut since early 70s, but before that I grew up in East Texas.
Texas, that's it.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So, besides being a flight attendant, you said it's great fun. You like doing your job.
You know, I really do. I mean, you get to meet new people every time you fly. You get to go different places. We have to spend days, many times. You'll take a trip, you fly someplace like LA or Portland, Oregon, or Frankfurt, Germany, and spend a day.
Wow.
Or two, so you get to hang out and back.
All expenses paid.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you said it gets you're allowed to do, say, Aim for a Better Tomorrow. How did you start this program, and why?
I have, since the 6th grade, played musical instruments, did that for a long time, was involved in music, theater, and art throughout early college, and then just got away from it for a long time.
Yeah,
work, family, everything else. So in sometime 2014, I just said, you know what, I need to get back to doing more art, more music, and I need to get back to, most of my life have been involved in the community. Need to do it in a way that gives back to the community.
Okay.
So
involved in different.
Yeah, I've been a member of Habitat for Humanity, Rotary Club, volunteer fire,
a lot.
Varied things. Yeah. So my first thought was I open a community arts center.
Oh, nice.
On a pay-as-you-can basis, and give a place for people that can't necessarily afford it to come in and do art music projects. When I got through with the research, I found there are already so many organizations in the area that have space. It made no sense for me to pay rent on another one, I thought. So the business plan is for us to hire local artists and musicians who need work.
Yes.
And we have a bunch of phenomenal folks who need to earn money.
Yes.
And put them together with the kids and adults who need help in the communities.
Need help as in?
And therapeutic art music programming.
Yeah.
So we've done event support for other nonprofits like Our Farm. It's a 4-H facility in Bloomfield. My Sister's Place.
Oh, you're part of there.
My Sister's Place houses chronically homeless, abused children in Hartford. Charlotte Hungerford Hospital in Torrington.
Oh, what do they do?
Well, we did the photography program.
Oh.
The T-shirt I'm wearing.
Oh, nice. I'm a dream catcher.
We started it with Charlotte Hungerford Hospital with their Family Youth Services Department. We worked with 2 different groups of kids, different age groups, that have long-term mental health issues.
Oh, okay.
So we did that a couple of years ago. I just started working with the group, and I hope I can keep going with this without choking up. One of the people I've met a few years ago is a therapist in a facility that works with teen girls who have been trafficked by their families.
Yes.
Here in Connecticut.
In Connecticut.
It totally blows the stereotype of, you find stuff going on in poor drug neighborhoods. No, this is happening everywhere.
Right here in Connecticut.
At a hugely alarming rate. And but anyway, we were able to come in and further develop the Dreamcatcher program, which is a photography program I put together to work with kids to get them away from whatever situation they're in and help them focus on something good, doing something good for themselves, feeling better about themselves. So
photographs.
Yeah, well, I use it for photography because I'm a photographer, and it's an easy. It was a nice fit for me. So I'm also Native American.
Oh, you are? Huh.
Yeah. So the Dreamcatcher was originally designed Native American literature to catch the bad dreams.
Yes.
And there's a small open hole in the middle to let the good dreams in. So that's kind of the mindset for the Dreamcatcher program. You've got a camera.
True.
You're going to catch the good dreams.
That's right.
It help shut out some of the bad ones. So
very good.
That's where we're going with it, and it's a really fun project. I shop online and buy as inexpensively as possible the little point and shoot cameras.
Yes.
So that we can spend a little time, show them how to use them, talk about what we're going to do, and they each walk away with their own camera. And we take them out for a photo shoot, 2, 3, 4 hours.
I was going to say, where do you go?
Wherever they are. We meet with them in the area, and we'll pick out 1 or 2 places. Like the last one, we started in Litchfield Center.
Yeah, this beautiful place.
Yeah, we did about an hour or so shoot there. Then we went out to Bantam Lake.
Oh, that's pretty.
And did another hour or so shoot. And then we download their photos.
I was going to ask you, do you...
We print proof sheets for them.
Oh, nice.
Have them take a look at the proof sheets and pick out their top, depending on the size of the group, 5 to 10 favorite photos.
Right.
Those, we bring them back if they're interested in being part of the editing. Then we'll bring them back in, edit those, their favorites, so we have exactly what they want. Then we frame them and pick a day to do a studio showing. So actually hang them in a gallery. The first group with Charlotte Hungerford, we could do it publicly with those kids. So we used a space downtown Torrington on Main Street. Went in and literally did a showing. And people could come in, the kids, so we priced their photos.
Oh, you did?
So the idea is the kids get phenomenal feedback from people looking at their photos, like their photos, and buying them.
Right.
And the money comes back to AIM
so it's to
keep doing the program.
Right, 'cause that's cost a lot.
So we
to
can
make those
keep going.
pictures,
Yeah, it's
And the film.
you know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's probably $1,500 to $2,000 an event
That is a lot.
for us to produce it.
Wow.
So we recover part of that so we can keep doing it.
Yeah.
And the kids get to giggle and
That's the best part.
get appreciated for the phenomenal work they do with the photographs. This last group, we can't do public. I can't even identify the facility where these girls are. We can
Okay.
only identify them with the photographs with their initial. To keep it straight, for security reasons.
Oh.
So we did a little differently. We still took them out. We did all the photography work. They did the editing. But then we did an online auction.
Oh.
So on one of the nice things about Facebook.
Wow. Facebook.
Yeah.
eBay.
Did Facebook? Yeah, we did that in for a few days.
It worked out well.
So it did. It did work out well. We're still refining, so hopefully it'll keep working out better and better.
Yeah.
But I just came from a meeting with some of the admin folks at the facility and the therapist that brought us in, and evidently it works well enough for them to where we've gone from the one pilot program we just finished to looking at doing it at least quarterly with them on a long-term basis. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
So how do people get in touch with you so if they know of maybe a child or children that they could send over?
They can go to our website, aimforabettertomorrow.com, or they can reach me at aimforabettertomorrow@gmail.com.
Oh, okay. Do people donate to you?
Absolutely,
That way too?
Please donate to us. That's
well, I
right.
can't say that, but
well, no, I know.
if they want more information.
That's right. If you want more
information.
If you want more information, I happen to be running something on Facebook. You might see.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait. So I know that you have done other. What's coming up now for you?
We have the because. I guess where my mind was when I first started about having a community arts center, I was thinking of photography, watercolor, clay, music, all that stuff. And I wanted to involve it, a bunch of friends doing all that stuff. So the first year, 2016, we were running like crazy everywhere. We worked with WGBY in Springfield, Mass. A couple of other local organizations in Mass, about 8 or 10 organizations in Connecticut, and we did everything from music program for adults in recovery to watercolor clay classes for adults with dementia, and the stuff I mentioned before with My Sister's Place in Charlotte, Hungerford. Because I'm the world's worst fundraiser,
you are,
and most of that came out of my pocket, we slowed down a little bit for 2017. So we actually had really exceptional musical group, Belle of the Fall. Tracy Walton talked with us and funded a music program that he did throughout 2017 called The Art of Song.
Oh, okay. So
he went into different libraries, different town groups, and talked to the kids about what's going on in their lives, what they wanted, what was going good, what was going bad, a little bit about music therapy, what types of music.
Yeah.
And then at the end, each one came up with one word about what they were feeling, what they wanted to do.
Right.
And they took those words and wrote a song. Each time right then. And they were able to record some of them, and that's another really fun project.
Oh, yeah. So they have, they still sing that made-up song, or they just did it that?
Yeah, yeah. And one group, he did 2 different sections in Torrington. Worked like that with 2 kids, and then they came back and they actually had a concert.
They had a concert?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah.
But anyway,
So they sang the song?
yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have another one of those?
You know what? Well, I don't know. Well, it's not scheduled for now. One of the things that I told you was exciting earlier.
Yes.
And part of being a flight attendant and how
Yes.
this works. I'm commuting home a couple of months ago. Not supposed to be on this plane, but I got there early, and I end up sitting next to a guy in first class, and we're talking, and I find he's an extremely successful businessman who founded an international business. He's still a managing partner. He asked me about what we were doing. I told him about the Dreamcatcher program.
Yes.
And he just so happens he's on the board of directors for Willie Ross School for the Deaf in Massachusetts. And he's chairman of the board for Springfield College.
Oh, that's my school I went to.
And he says, Springfield has never done community outreach. I really want us to get us doing that.
Yes, they do.
So we are going to be working with first Willie Ross School. Right after school starts,
Oh, good.
we're going to set a date. We'll be up working with them with this program, and we'll tweak it and see what happens. And for me, the best thing I told him is about being a terrible fundraiser. And he said, well, how much does it cost? And I told him, and he said, well, good, I'll just fund it then.
Wow, just like
So
that?
all the programs that we're doing up there are
Nice.
pre-funded, which
Yeah, right?
feels really good.
Yeah, that's
So,
less
yeah.
work for you.
Yeah, so now that's done. And then a few weeks ago, I go to Westerly, Rhode Island, and I get there a little bit earlier than intended. I stop in an art museum, or not museum, a store, shop, whatever. I mean, anyway,
Yeah.
one of those artists go in there,
Yes.
collective, yes.
Yes.
And I meet a woman who says, my husband might like to talk to you. It was Kay Perry, her husband's Bill Perry, who is president of the Connecticut Songwriters Association,
Wow.
who is a Grammy-winning songwriter.
Yeah, what a coincidence of that.
I know. So Bill has written a bunch of children's songs that are kind of Harry Chapin style. They're storytelling.
Yes, yeah.
And this I will throw out to everybody who happens to be listening. Bill is looking for kids to listen to his songs, to either think of storyboarding those songs,
Yes.
doing photography that relates to the story of the songs,
Oh, sounds like
or
fun.
putting together a little play that works for the songs so we can turn them into videos.
Yeah.
So now I'm running around
That's
talking to different
fascinating.
people trying to do that. He also introduced me to a woman that I just worked with yesterday, maybe
Wow.
yesterday,
Wow.
who is doing a musical, the Salem Witch Trials.
Oh, a musical of the Salem Witch?
Salem Witch Trials.
Ooh.
And it is extremely interesting. It is going to be a great project. So now we're shopping for about 22 characters
Oh.
to make it come to life.
Do they have to be kids?
No, just a
Okay.
few of them.
I'll
Yeah,
be one.
She literally took everyone in the whole story about the Salem Witch Trials
Wow.
and is doing it as a musical. So,
Wow. Where is she doing this?
well, she lives in Cheshire.
Oh, not far from me.
Yeah, but
How does someone
looking.
contact that person?
well, her name is Jane Bate, and I do not have her email on the top of my head, but you can
Both
always
aim for the better.
email me. Yeah, and I'll put you in touch.
And the kids who want to do what you said too, they
Same,
can go to
same
aim
with
for
the
a better.
same with any kids, yeah, any groups of kids, any individual kids who
Adults.
would like to
Okay.
to talk about working with Bill for his songs. Absolutely, get in touch with us through Aim for a Better Tomorrow, and get some of this
So
stuff
exciting.
going. They're both really exciting projects.
You said you were going someplace right after this. Where are you going?
I'm going. One of our board members is just. I mean, she's like a little bee. She never stops. She's zipping everywhere all the time. Has produced a musical event, Still River Music Festival
Oh,
in Riverton for 2 years now.
oh.
And the event
I know
tonight
Riverton.
is just around the phenomenal folks who volunteered to make that a huge success. We're going to see them. We're going to do stuff with them
Good.
to thank them very, very much for
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
because I mean, she does it. It's a great project. She has bands lined up that are just out of this world, all local,
Oh,
and a lot of the money goes
you do
back to
that
Aim for a
once?
Better Tomorrow.
didn't you do that once too? You had a bunch of bands together.
Well, yes, that's part of me being a nasty fundraiser, but great projects. I am a veteran. We have severe issue with veteran suicide. We're losing 22
Yeah.
people a
I was
day.
wondering if you do
22 people a day.
a day.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that severe.
Yeah, it's incredible that I still call combat-related deaths, even though they've been out for a long time.
Yeah.
But first project we did to raise awareness for that and raise money was a year ago on Veterans Day. We came up with the idea of doing a 24-hour music event.
Wow.
And we had 21 different, I said we used our business planners to hire, because for this one we didn't pay any band anything. We had 21
Wow.
acts
And they just came.
sign up and played for 24 hours
For
to
Aim
to
for
do
a
that
Better.
for
Wow.
for Aim for a Better Tomorrow, to raise money and awareness for veteran suicide.
I don't know if you've ever heard, when I was at Springfield College and learning to do my art therapy, I came across a project, Combat, it's called Combat Paper, where the
No.
veterans when they come back, they take their uniform and shred it up in pieces, and they make paper out
Make
of it.
paper.
So they turn a bad into good, and they do art and use
Oh,
on
that's
this
a
paper,
great
and they
idea.
have it up in museum. So if you want to check that out, Combat Paper, and that if you want to do
Absolutely.
any of your work that you do, especially for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was very fulfilling and releasing a lot of
Well,
bad
sure.
stuff. And it
Yeah.
helped them tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that ripping.
To get to take, absolutely,
and
you get to
then
take
turn
that off, you get to
paper
rip it,
and Put
yeah.
it in the water and
Yes.
stir it and mix it and dry
Yeah.
it, and there's a lot of process. It's not
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, no, it is, yeah.
yeah, and which is in life, it's a long process to get
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I don't know if what's normal at this point, but at least not.
No,
where it came from.
that is, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can use it even I've used it for people, women who have been through domestic violence
Well,
as well. So
that's what I was thinking when you said that. Anyone that's had severe traumatic experience,
right, PTSD.
the whole process of that, taking off the nasty
Yes.
garments and ripping it to pieces and
absolutely.
and cleaning it and changing it and making something beautiful out of
make
it.
it beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
For the ladies, because it can go through that whole process, I had a microwave to dry the paper. I had them on a piece of paper write all the negatives about what they're,
Yes.
And if you can't do words, you draw paper or anything, whatever you want to do, scribble or whatever, and then rip that paper up, and you turn that back, we let it dry, put a shape,
Yeah.
and then you put new things. And then we had to put it into a seed. It was actually Michaela's from Dr. Pettit's foundation. They planted the seed, and we had a little hole in that paper. And so the plant came through the seed, and it was a flower. And so it's a whole rebirth.
Speaking of, what a great amount of good stuff Bill Pettit is doing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Phenomenal in what they do and turn that all of it around. You can't replace what you've lost. And the same with anyone going through any traumatic, that's a lot. And it's good that they have you to process some of that.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of all, but,
Well, you can never get rid of it. And I don't know that you would really want to get rid of it. But,
it's part of you.
But dealing with it,
going
through the
releasing that bad stuff.
The release, that's right. Yeah.
That's phenomenal. I hope you have can get to do another one of those 24-hour bands. I would like to see that.
Well,
almost like what, Woodstock?
That was because I'm extremely ADD. A lot of this stuff has come up kind of fast. I am working on a second one. Maybe not 24 hours, but something we can do on a more regular basis with troops.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Well, we have probably about a minute and a half left. So if you want to go over anything you might have missed, or just about Aim for a Better Tomorrow.
Christine, I just I can't think of anything that I've missed, but please.
With your dream. Do they ever make
with
those?
dream catchers?
Do they make dream catchers too?
They don't make dream catchers,
just the
traditional dream catcher. Matter of fact, I finally found, I worked with someone a long time to try to get a regular dream catcher with a logo with something like this in it that pointed to our photography. And I just happened to find this stock photo, and the girl's hair looks like the feathers coming down from a dream catcher.
Oh, right.
That's where we are right now.
Wow.
But the idea now is to essentially be the dream catcher.
Oh, okay.
For the kids.
Okay. So it's 1 minute and
all right.
counting. So.
Well, thank you so very, very much.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening. And so as you said, this is Rod Norwood.
Rod Norwood.
He's also a flight attendant. AimForABetterTomorrow.com, I believe.
Yes.
.com. For more information, you can go to his website.
Or Facebook page.
Or Facebook page, and find out more, because there's more things he was talking about that adult and children would be interested in some projects he's coming up ahead. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again on Christine's Corner now. Love to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been great.
Christine's Corner.